I just saw a video with Tom McDonald, I think that's his name, talking about how Eminem, he misses the old Eminem. And I don't know how, if he misses the old Eminem, he can't admire the new Eminem. And I don't follow either one of them. I catch some of their stuff once in a while, but the little clip I saw, he was kind of calling out Eminem for not going with either side of the presidential races, and for saying, like, I'm sorry, they, them, it seemed like a mockery of Eminem. And my stance on it is I kind of agree with Eminem versus Tom McDonald, because this they them thing is, in my mind and my belief and my perspective, the they them thing is, it's control. It's a con on the minds of people, kind of like the presidential race. They make you believe that there's something you can do, or that there's, if you vote one way or the other, that you're doing your part. And I just don't believe that. And I kind of did when I was younger, and I looked into it, and I don't believe that. I believe it's all just to keep you busy, to keep your mind going, to keep you distracted, to keep you absorbed in all their bullshit. And so I think that about all the gender identification stuff. I personally think that the world, not just the country, the world, but I can definitely say for the US, because that's where I live currently. I've lived in other countries, but living here in the US, I'm like, the US is definitely, from my perspective, super, super brainwashed, super controlled in their brains. They're super programmed, they're super conditioned, they're super influenced. I believe that the US is literally suffering from the greatest mental illness we have ever seen. Like, ever seen. That mental illness is at an all-time high. And I'm not talking the mental illness that, like, I grew up with my parents, and them having the mental illness of control over their kids, and disciplining their kids, punishing their children. I think that's a form of mental illness, is like programmed and conditioned as well. But like, the mental illness that we grew up with is completely fucking different than the mental illness that is sweeping the planet, because now those same parents that beat their kids growing up and controlled them and told them what to do, and then was like, whatever, and just kind of let them out there to the masses after that, are the same ones that are like, oh no, we don't say that, we don't tell our kids no, we don't give them direction, we're free parenting, gentle parenting, whatever the fuck. And it's like, the mental illness is like sweeping through the majority of the population, and it's almost with everyone. And I'm not even trying to exclude myself. I've been working on my mental condition for my whole entire life. I've just chosen to work on it intentionally and directly. So I put direct intentional focus into my mental state and what's going on, and I've chosen not to go the route of pharma and take pills, and go the route of psychiatrists that are just pushing that, and go the route of public education. I mean, I didn't do any of that. I don't do that. So but the mental illness that's sweeping this country is, whew. So, I mean, if you participate in some of this stuff, you might want to ask yourself what state of mental illness you're under, because there's few and far between that aren't, that I've seen. I mean, for real. So, just something to think about. If you're dogging on the next guy, or calling, making fun of, or thinking like, if you don't participate in the election, or if you don't participate in the they them, or if you don't participate, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you that's got part of the programming and part of the mental illness and part of the brainwashing. It's just a suggestion that I would offer, because I see it's pretty much got the masses. Peace.